Hello, thanks for tuning in, thanks for joining, watching and subscribing, and I hope you're all well and welcome to our channel Caravanning with the Missus. Okay, so today's vlog is about my trials and tribulations to do with the weight of the caravan. Now the caravan, well, as everybody knows, or well, most people should know anyway, that the weight of the caravan is quite important because obviously it's very dangerous, and I think it's actually illegal to travel with the caravan being heavier than the car. The reason being because if the caravan gets a gust of wind, starts to sway, if the caravan's heavier than the car, then obviously the caravan will start pulling the car. And there's a very interesting video actually that Bailey have done, and you can actually see the pendulum effect. If you Google it, you'll find it. But yeah, it's quite interesting. So yeah, very dangerous to have the caravan heavier than the car. And also you could possibly invalidate your insurance as well if the caravan is heavier than the MTPLM. So yeah, so pretty serious stuff. So obviously it's important that you keep your caravan weight lighter than the car and within the MTPLM figure. Our car and caravan are both very lightweight, so the car's only 1400 kilograms and the caravan's MTPLM is 1300 kilograms. So quite lightweight for various reasons. We've upplated the caravan to 1300 kilograms and that gives us a payload of 240 kilograms, which isn't very much. And then after you've taken in the motor mover, the battery, yes, apparently Bailey don't even include the battery in the MRO. After you've taken those into account and gas canister and solar panel and all the other bits and bobs, then that doesn't leave much of a payload for our clothes and stuff. So needless to say, I've had a spreadsheet. Originally back in the day when I first got the caravan, I had a spreadsheet to keep track of the weights and weighed everything that went in the caravan. But after traveling around with it after a couple of years, I thought I'd go and just check that the weights were okay by visiting the Weighbridge. So what I've done is I've done a couple of videos of me, just so you can see what it's like going to a weighbridge, because there don't seem to be much videos about this subject on YouTube, I've found out. But just so you can see what it's like going to a weighbridge, I went to two different types of weighbridges. I went to one which just weighed the individual axles, so weighed the front axle of the car, rear axle of the car, and then the caravan as you drive over it. And then the second one was a flat weighbridge, so that because it can weigh lorries. Well, the other one can weigh lorries as well. But yeah, the other one was just a flat one. So that means you have to drive onto it, unhitch your car, drive the car off, and then just weigh your caravan. The first one cost a little bit. The first one cost £20 to go to, and the second one was a council run one, and which only cost a £5. So yeah, I've included videos of those so you can see what it's like going in and going out, and also the weights. The first time I weighed the caravan, it was pretty much fully loaded. We were actually traveling between sites at the time, and yeah, it was fully loaded, and it had been loaded like that for the first year or so of since we got the caravan. We've been touring around Scotland, Wales, all sorts of areas, and we didn't realise. I thought it would be around its maximum according to my spreadsheet, but it was actually quite a bit over. But we did have extra food and bottles of beer and stuff in it as well. Yeah, so it was quite a bit over when we first weighed it, so that was a bit of a shock to me. So we took a load of stuff out and pretty much took everything out, and then second time we weighed it, it came in at 1280 kilograms, so just under the 1300 mark. But as you'll see on the vlogs, there's pretty much just very, very basic stuff, empty aqua roll and all the rest of that in it. So yeah, so that just shows that with our light caravans, it's probably not as bad if you've got a heavier caravan, but with our light caravan, you really need to keep tabs on how much it weighs. Our main problem was the fact we wanted to use bicycles. So we had bicycles on the front, which then need to be counterbalanced on the back with quite heavy weights on the back. So that was the main problem that we encountered. But we solved that by carrying the bikes on the back of the car now. So that's pretty much solved that problem, and just everything goes in the car. So yeah. So here's the vlogs that I did of the Weighbridges. So we'll have a look around the caravan, see how we're loading there. Problem we've got with the caravan is them. In fact, we've got the bikes, two old-fashioned bikes, so they're pretty heavy. But in order to counterbalance those, because I need a nose weight of 70 kilograms for the car, so because of that, I've had to put the bikes on the front and then counterbalance it with a lot of weight on the back. I shall show you what I mean. So here we go. So the front of the caravan on the left-hand side, we've got my duvet topper there, and quilt there, and just over there drill and a couple of lightweight bits, water pump there, etc. Over this side we've got the Cadac there. That's going to weigh a little bit because yes, that is a pizza stone that's wedged up just next to it there, so that'll weigh a bit. And then we've got the Truma there underneath that bench. In the middle we've got empty water, empty aqua roll, and the mains cable there. I'll show you what we've, oh, in the cupboards, not much really in there.
Light, aren't they?
You alright, my little chick? You got your beer?
Yes.
You're drinking lager. And then cupboards, that's pretty light, just a couple of cloths in there, any wraps, that's jars and stuff. And there's that lot there as well, so not much in there, that the bread's about to come out by the looks of it. And here's the middle part of the caravan. Not much there, but we have got quite a lot in here. In fact, we've got a load of beer, so obviously that is pretty heavy. And loads of beer and food, and that's fully stocked, so all that. So obviously that could be transferred to the car. We've got not much in there. Then coming up the rear end, so this is where we've got clothes in there. We wouldn't normally start our holiday with those, obviously, and other bits and bobs in there. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of there, so a bit of savings can be made there. And then in here, I've got my clothes, Sadie's clothes, so they could have all gone in the car. And then we've got saucepans and more clothes. And then this is the counterbalance area, the real culprit. Oh, hang on, electric's not on. Oh yeah, we're off grid here as well, which is quite, that'll be fun. So yeah, in here we got bottles and bottles and bottles of beer, and other drinks, of course. Other drinks are available, but yeah, so you can see this lot weighs a lot. We've got the fire extinguisher, other bits and bobs, cutlery and stuff in there, and a gas canister as well, which is obviously very heavy. That's full. So yeah, this is the culprit, but we've had to do this, as far as I know anyway, because we've got the bikes on the front. If anybody knows a different way to counterbalance the bikes, obviously not having them would be a start. And then under the bed, oh yeah, bugger. Under the bed, we're pretty light. We've just got the empty waste thingy bob, water pipes, an old chair there. Oh, spare wheel. I've moved that to the back. That'll weigh a lot, so I might get that out and just have one of those things that the car's got, actually. Just use the same mechanism that the car does, which is one of those canisters. And we've got the inverter mains. So it's pretty light in there. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we're loaded at 1360 kilograms. So we just weighed the caravan. It was 1,280 kilograms, so very slightly underweight. It's been upplated to 1,300 kilograms, and this is exactly the state it was in when we weighed it, just for the record. So we've got the fuel bike rack, and we've got, a gas canister on board. So that's a 6 kilogram gas canister, about half empty. And then in here we've got just hose, we've got motor mover, there's motor mover, control unit in there. We've also got solar panel as well, 150 watt solar panel, so that's on the roof. So there's those bits, so just a few plastic bits in there, little light bulbs. And we've got the waste master in there as well. So that's that. In the front locker, we've got the pump, and we've got a spare pump. Got the couple of bits there, oil, and got my quilt there, and my duvet on there. Mattress topper is on the other side of that, plus the couple of tools there, which will obviously weigh a bit, like the great big handle to put the motor mover on. In here we've got the toolbox, empty aqua roll. Let's just have a look. So I've shown you pretty much under there. Under there there's just the Truma combi boiler, and I've shown you under that one. That's my duvet. Up there we just got a few little bits there, lights and stuff. They weigh a little bit, not much though. Nothing over there, nothing in there. They're all in the car. I've got those couple of bits, just cloths, and very little in there, and just a few plastic bits and bobs, tea and coffee in there. Oven, nothing in there. Very little, just a hoover and thingy. And then we've got a fully stocked fridge, all the stuff we've literally just got here, so that's why the bits are falling out. A bit of feta cheese. So yeah, a reasonably well stocked fridge. All the beers in the car. And we've got a few frozen meals and stuff in there. So that's what we've got going on there. Oh, and in this drawer, cutlery, not plastic, stainless steel. Other bits and bobs, controller and stuff for the motor mover, TV remote. What else we've got? So you've seen underneath Zadie's bed. On top of it, we've got the telly. Then in here, wardrobe, we've got, that's empty up top. And, oh, this is a matter of interest. We've got one of those lights that automatically, at night, it automatically detects the doors are open. Actually, it might be out of juice at the moment, or it might be off, actually. I might have turned it off. That would normally be on when you open doors, which is really handy. Doesn't weigh much. Just a couple of empty bags there. Got the travel iron there, Scrabble. Nothing down there. That's where the toolbox normally resides. And then in the bathroom, that's the table, dining table. And in the bathroom, pretty much nothing. Well, there's my towel rail, that'll weigh a little bit. And yeah, pretty much, just a little bit of hand soap. Oh, in here, I've got a few bits. That's bathroom gels and stuff, towels, bin and cleaners and stuff down there. So yeah, so we've got 20 kilograms to play with. So we've got 20 kilograms to play with, so we might be able to bring the box that we've got in here that's got like cutlery and stuff in it, and the fire extinguisher, and that'll probably be about it. All these cupboards, oh, that's cool, forgot about these cupboards. We've got saucepans, frying pan in there, nothing in there, and nothing in there. So yeah, pretty empty. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Oh, and the thingy bob for the telly. And that's it.